Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm not Dr. Neon Fawkes.
Yes, you are not a doctor, although we do have a doctor in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you the author of the book Making Synthwave. Hold on, there's a whole. It's not just making synthwave. It's making synthwave how. I can't even read the. I can't
How
even,
an online
I can't
community
even get past
invented a genre.
I can't even get past the cover. This is how bad I am at reading. Oh my god. Anyway, we have the wonderful Dr. Jess Blaise Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I had
Everybody do your Kermit dance.
I had all there was so many words I had to remember. Like, I wanted to get your name right too, because you have like a killer name. It's got a lot of words to it too, along with like the title of the book. But you can always shorten things. And of course, you just got your doctorate, so we had to put doctor in front of it, because that's the name of the game.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah. But for shortening and for my own personal, lack of cognitive skills, can we call you Jess? Is
Yes,
that,
please do.
Is that crazy? Or Dr. Jess?
Dr. Blaise.
Dr. Blaise. I love it. This is amazing. This is like, I feel like synthwave as and I really find it amazing that you did use the word genre, and I love it. I feel like the genre of synthwave has just matured, to a degree now, because we got a book. We got an official.
We got a thesis, sir. We got a thesis.
It's got references. It's got chord progressions. It's got history. And like anybody who's anybody, I feel like is in this book. You can just like open it up and be like, you know what? I want to find out about the Valerie Collective, and like you can just open it up to like chapter 7, the Valerie Collective, and how it was formed and everything like that. This is like, it's an amazing accomplishment.
This book has everything for everyone. If you want to know the history of the synthwave, Jess has covered it. If you want to know the breakdown of synthwave songs, such as, a Midnight Track or Electric Youth, she's covered that. What else have you covered? Oh, you covered females in synthwave. You touch on the metalheads in synthwave.
Yep, I do.
You touch on the surrounding support system of synthwave, i.e., people like Dennis and I.
Yeah.
I know, and a little radio station called Night Ride FM is in it,
as well as Andy Last and Synthetics FM, and the who's of everybody.
Even Rick Shithouse has
My supervisor loved that one.
Chapter 3, Rick Shithouse. I love it. This is it's even got pictures for people like me, because I like breakdowns and fuzzy pictures and things that I can look at and help me understand context, because things.
So Dr. Blaise, you're located in Leeds?
I am.
Okay. So sort of kind of the Midlands, right?
Kind of, yeah. I'm not actually from here. I came here for uni a long time ago and just never left.
Oh, and where are you originally from?
Kind of near Manchester, which is the north of England.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I mean, well, they're not that far from each other, are they?
Is this Area Nexus you were saying?
Yeah, well, no, I was saying Manchester and Leeds, they're not that far.
Oh, no, not at all. They're like an hour and a half on a train.
Yeah.
It's not far.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I know. Aeronexus, Harry is over in Leeds.
You have the accent either way, so to an American, that is definitely a UK accent, and because we don't know geography, you're over there. That's what we like to say in America. But no, this is great. Wonderful job with the book. Congratulations. I know it was a huge undertaking. Yes. And we're definitely going to just dive into all the things that make up this book and your writing processes and where it all came from, because just kind of like from a quick. In fact, I think it was in the introduction or something like that. So I did read the book. I did get past the front cover, but you talk about some of the things that got you in the synthwave, and it's not too far away from all the other people
I know.
who got into.
Turns out Jess and I have the same synthwave discovery path.
Yeah. So
Same origin story.
Yeah, same origin story.
As do many.
We'll touch on that, but you know what? Quick shout out to our listeners who have tuned in. Folks are jumping into the chats already.
Nice.
If you're listening on YouTube or on the nightride.fm website, pop into the chat and say hi, because we like shouting out names.
Yeah.
In the IRC, we've got all the Aussies. We got Dave 808 Turner, Greg Packman, Nate Beta, we've also got Temporal Waves from Montreal.
Nice.
We've got Kit in the house, so snugs to Kit. We've also got
Mercenary.
we got the Merc graphic mercenary is in the house. So
Nice. That's awesome.
I think I'm going to be commissioning him to do another boat pick for me.
More art boat pick. That sounds almost phallic in a way. It sounds very.
Yeah, I'm going to be sending boat picks.
Are you going to
people.
send your boat pick to everybody?
Yes.
Jules.
And shout out to
Good old boat.
Distort over in the YouTubes, who popped in and laid out a big sigh, maybe because we're talking.
Yes. Fantastic.
There'll be some talking, Distort, but there'll also be some music.
It's talkie time. And you know what? We do have, 6 or 7 radio stations, so.
Yeah, there's Chill Synth, Space Synth.
Change the channel, homie.
Everybody Synth. Which a lot of them are covered in Jess's book.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, quick shout out to our Retro Hit Radio listeners, because they do air our show on Sunday nights down on the other side of the world.
Yeah, very cool.
Retro Hit Radio.
All right, let's kick this off here. We have, I guess, some leftover. I don't want to use the term leftovers from Halloween, because it's like you go out for Halloween, you get the big basket of candy, and then you just eat the candy and you enjoy. So we got some Laser Hawk that. I guess this is a Halloween track, right? Because it's got the word haunted in it.
Mr. Hawk is back after a long hiatus, and he's got I think he's in Texas. Anyways, he released this for Halloween, for the spooky season. And like you said, it's leftover candy for us. Chomp. Here it is. This is Haunted Highway by Laserhawk right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Laserhawk with Haunted Highway, spooky tunes.
By the way, quick shout out to 2D Cat who joined us in the YouTube chat.
Hey, nice. Very exciting. Yeah. It's always nice when we get some some of the old OGs tuning in and checking out the show, because that's always exciting. That haven't, especially people that haven't been around in a while. It's nice to see everyone checking in. Graphic Mercenary and Temporal Waves, and of course Craig Packman and all the Aussies. They're the regulars. They're much appreciated too. Everybody that tunes in.
Good blokes.
Good old blokes. Do you use that word bloke? Jess?
Yeah, I suppose sometimes it is quite British.
It's a British thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fair. All right. So about the book, this is exciting. We were talking a little bit off the air about the writing and the proofreading, and how many times did you read the book, and everybody passed through it to make sure all the words are right and the letters are in the proper place. And
let's start with an easy one. Jess, introduce yourself. So you've got a doctorate.
Yes.
And before the show, we were talking about this. So this book is really your thesis.
Yeah, an extension of. I did a couple more years research on top for the book.
Okay.
Years?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So are we talking like 2-3 years?
No, the thesis took 5 years, and then the book took a further 2 on top. So 7 years total researching Synthwave.
Oh my God.
And so you now have a doctorate in Synthwave.
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
I think so the first and probably the only doctorate in Synthwave.
Do you know, it might not be. I've come across people who I tell them what the PhD is, and they're like, damn, I wanted to do that.
Wow.
That's insane. So it's like a legit, do you have like a plaque on your wall that says like Doctor of Synthwave?
Yeah, I have a certificate with my thesis title on it and my name.
God.
Yeah.
That is
on my wall.
You got to get a good frame with
it's in the archives of the university and everything.
Yeah, I think there's like a QR code on it. You can actually scan it and it brings up the certificate online.
Of course it does. And it's got to be it's got to have a neon frame too, because
It should. It doesn't, but it should.
You can have like the 3D. What's the 3D effect when you look at it and it turns into 3D? Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go for it, you got to go all out.
You're gonna do some 80s, 90s stuff. You got to put a hologram on it.
Holograms all around, yeah, for sure.
A quick 2 shout outs to Baby Commando, who joined us in the IRC, as well as the Mystic Misfit over in YouTube.
Nice.
But so Jess, so not only have you been researching this and writing the book, but on the side, you're also a producer.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Yeah, I've been producing since I did my first degree, because I actually have 4 of those.
What?
It's ridiculous, honestly.
God.
But the first one that I did, which was my undergrad, that was in 2011. So I did music production, and I got really into Logic and using the studios, and I really wanted to sort of do my own stuff. And I've always been a songwriter, so I always wanted to be able to do the next step myself. So that's why I did my degree.
That's amazing. And I like that you collect all these degrees like Pokemon.
Yeah. So are you one of those student for life people?
I can't really say no to that, can I? At this point, it sounds genuine.
I know a few others who have a couple of PhDs or a couple of this, and it's just they never stop.
I'm done. I swear.
Mm-hmm,
it's like once you get 1 or 2 under your belt, you just want to keep on riding the wave.
Collect them all.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Pokemon. You're like a Synthwave. Well, they're not all in Synthwave. They're in different things.
Yeah.
Is it too much of me to ask what they are in?
No. So my undergrad was music production.
Please don't say 80s movies, because if you say that, then I'm gonna be
that's my PhD.
I'm gonna be mega jealous.
It should be.
And go on. So
sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah,
music production.
Music production was the undergrad. I did a PGCE, which is the UK version of a teaching degree, and that was in music. And then I did my master's degree, which was in popular music culture. And then I did my PhD, which was in synthwave.
Wow. So you know things about chords and chord
I do.
progressions.
I'm feeling intimidated, Dennis.
I know. We usually just talk like this is the problem. We have our own synthwave podcast, but as far as like talking shop and stuff like that, we just think that producers just go and start whacking a bunch of buttons and turning a couple knobs and the music comes out and we're definitely out of our element at this point.
No. I read the book. That's how it works.
That's I guess that's what I got to do. I got about maybe into the first 2 chapters, and then I just kind of like I checked out the different chapters for different reading and stuff like that, because this is Jules, I don't know how you read the entire book in like a day. That's crazy.
Like we mentioned at the top of the show, this book's got something for everybody. So if you want to know the history, you can dive through that. If you want to know, as Jess puts it, the style parameters in synthwave songs, you can read through that. If you're a producer, you're going to find that truly useful. And then there's chat. You talk about female artists in synthwave. You touch on dark synth and the metalheads. So yeah, I skipped over the production stuff because things like F sharps and chord progressions, that's Latin to me.
But, oh my God,
yeah,
SP2's plucked ARP. Like, you really break this down. What is it? I'm going to quiz you, Jess, because I want to make sure you really wrote this. Now, what is a SP2A plucked ARP? Can you tell me in 5 sentences or less, and how does that relate to making the Muzak?
I mean, it mostly relies on the decay setting of the ADSR.
Oh, man, you do know what you're talking about.
Ah, yes, the TCP/IP and the... Right. All the producers who are tuned in right now, they're like nodding their heads like,
I hope they are. I hope they're like, yeah, that's right.
I love it. It's just mind-blowing. It really is.
Let's start, because I know you and I, we found out we have the same origin story when it comes to discovering synthwave. What enticed you to jump, like, do all this work and focus on synthwave in particular?
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, even before synthwave kind of became a thing in my life, like, my dad was a massive synth head. And he was like a touring musician when I was a kid.
Whoa.
And there was this house that we lived in when I was about 7, and it was called Oxford Road. And he had this cellar, and it actually flooded one year. I remember when it flooded. Thankfully, his synths were okay. But I would come home from school, and there'd just be all these synths, like just all these noises from like his cellar, from all of his synths just blaring out. And that was just like the sound of my childhood. And then I'd walk from like, through the landing, like past where the cellar door was, and then I'd be walking towards the kitchen, and like my mum would be like cooking dinner for us, and she'd be just blasting out 80s tunes, like Madonna and Cyndi Lauper and Depeche Mode and Gary Newman. And it was, when I first heard synthwave, I just couldn't get over how it was just this perfect cross-section of like my brain. Like, it was like, oh my God, this is the most home I've ever heard music ever. This is like, if I could design music for me, it's this.
Perfect.
I feel like
Go ahead, Dennis.
I just feel like you're so qualified in, well, I mean, like, I say that you're qualified, but you literally have a PhD in synthwave. But I'm still trying to wrap that around my brain. But I feel like I should have written down better questions, honestly, because I do want to do a deep dive, and I want to talk about some of your thoughts on synthwave, because obviously there's a lot of opinions out there, and of course I feel like everyone's opinion is valid, to a degree, but I'd love to find out more about some of the specifics, just the, like what you had mentioned with hearing synthwave, rather, the 80s back in the day, and you play the synthwave now, and it harkens back to the 80s, like the elements and stuff I find interesting in the stuff that you would consider synthwave. And is there anything that you wouldn't consider synthwave? Like, where, I guess what I'm trying to get to is this is a very exciting moment.
Stop calling people out.
Just stop picking on me. Okay, so let me have my moment. All right, as far as synthwave to you, is there anything that's like out of the box? Because Jules and I have a very specific definition of what is synthwave and what is not synthwave, and it's a very it's a pretty big box for us. But I'm kind of interested. Is there anything that you would hear, maybe even on Night Ride FM, that you'd be like, well, I think that because of the guitars or something like that, it's not? Or when does it start not sounding retro?
Okay, Dennis. I think what Dennis is trying to say.
Yes, help me, reel me in.
Now, from what everything you've learned, are you able to listen to songs now and go, okay, well, they're not using the style parameters here. So, have you caught yourself noticing that some tracks are not synthwave when they claim to be?
Like this is
No.
just
And
VDM.
vice versa.
No, the only time it stops being synthwave is when we don't hear any synths. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I think it's quite
Okay.
broad, and I'm not going to start calling people out saying, "Oh, this isn't synthwave," especially as being the person who wrote the book. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
And I made very clear in that style parameter section of the book, like, I am not saying these are concrete, the only style parameters of synthwave. I'm saying these are the ones people talk about. These are the ones people kind of recognize, and are the ones that make people say, "Oh, hey, is this synthwave?" So I wouldn't just start calling people out saying that person's not very synthwave or that person is. Like, not at all. And it's all about the community as well. Like, it's not just the musical parameters.
Yes, and I think that's kind of like what Jules and I have agreed upon as well, as far as our own collective opinion on it. With us, it's got to have a vibe, it's got to have the community around it, and it's got to have synths. For us, I don't know. Jules, is there any synthwave out there that doesn't even have synths? I don't even know.
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh,
That's going to be like
no.
step one, right? It's got to have a
'cause,
synth
I'm
somewhere.
thinking about like some of the more like dark wave, dark synth,
or AOR kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that's just guitars and vocals and sax just layered on. There's always a synth somewhere.
Yeah.
It's either it's a pad. Or
Yeah,
it's-
there's always like a pad there or something.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, and I think, as you said earlier, I think that's the little connection that zips us back to the 80s and the 90s.
So have synth, have community behind it, and it's got to have a vibe, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because if it don't have the
And-
vibe,
and-
then it don't
and
have
palm
the vibe.
trees.
And the palm trees. It's got to have palm trees. Well, very good.
All right, I think we asked you to select some songs. We've got one of your songs, but we'll start with your first selection because we're gonna play some tunes that you like.
Yeah.
So you selected Nina and Ricky Wilde with the track Videotech from their album Scala Hearts.
I love that. I love this song.
Okay, what is it about this song you like? And
Oh.
you don't have to break it down and go into the style parameters.
I was more just going to start singing it. I just love the vocal hook. I just think it's great. And I had to check what a Videotech was because when I suggested this to you, I thought, do I know what Videotech is? And I looked it up, and for anybody who's UK, it sounds like a Blockbusters. It's like
Yes.
a VHS store, basically.
Ah.
And we had those like in the UK in the early noughties, and they were called Blockbuster. So I was saying to my
'Cause
partner before I came on, like, oh my god, a Videotech, it's like a Blockbuster.
I always assumed Videotech was just a play on discotheque.
Well, I think it is
And-
to an extent.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was just moving discotheques into like, how MTV
Like audio,
Kill-
video.
video killed a radio star type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of way
Yeah.
out.
All right. Well, let's take a listen.
Very exciting.
This is Nina and Ricky Wilde from the album Scala Hearts with Videotech right here on Night Ride FM.
The Videotech.
When the DJ shoots the beam, I take my partner from the screen and roll her close. One more chance to make it right, holding hands in black and white. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. Leave my mind back in my room. Maybe I will blow it soon and roll in love.
And that was Nina and Ricky Wild with Videotech. Yeah.
By the way, a quick shout out to D-Jack over on YouTube.
D-Jack.
Jess, before we continue, we've got a question from one of our listeners in the IRC. It's actually a pretty good question because you do talk about subgenres, subcultures. So, Baby Commando, first of all, you got to buy the book. You'll find some answers in there. But Baby Commando has been doing some research in 70s punk rock and later all the subgenres it has broken into, like post-punk, new wave, and hardcore. Is it crazy to see how many subcultures emerged in such short periods of time? Now for our times in the 2020s, music feels a bit canned. Why are we not seeing such cultural plurality anymore? And what could be done for us to see it again? Thank you and thumbs up.
Oh, good question. I mean, the books that I read about genres are very much speaking about how genres just are kind of infinite, like they will infinitely kind of splinter off to all these different styles. Like we didn't always have like dark synth and vocal synthwave, did we? Like we had just kind of outrun in the beginning. I don't know, I mean, I could get really boring and talk about like globalization and like technology and the post-internet landscape and all sorts, but there are books that I've read on music nostalgia and sort of retro genres and how younger generations attest more kind of authenticity to like older genres because they kind of see them as more real, and they find it harder to point to stuff in like the 2010s and 20s and call it a genre. Like everything just kind of sounds the same. But again, I think it's so subjective. I think it's just really down to the listeners and kind of what they call things and what's important to them.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Good enough for me.
I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, I think the fact is, because we have so much ways of communicating and clarifying thoughts of the different genres and stuff, like, did the people in the 80s, like, you know, or the 70s, or, you know, the older generations, do you think they were so deep into, like, clarifying, well, that's prog rock, or that is, you know, psychotrance rock?
I think back then it was like, this is pop, this is rock.
Yeah, it's so, like, there's so many different nuances to something where, you know, you can have trance, and then you can have psy-trance, and then you could probably have trance house, and vocal trance, and trans, you know, trans. Like, you know, I feel like everything under the sun can be broken down, and I feel like it's because there's so much, like you said, on a global community of everybody weighing in. There's so many people that are weighing in on this stuff that it's got to be broken down and diced up a little bit more than back in the day when it was just like music. That's at least my opinion, but I'm no PhD or doctorate.
I got a sort of a direct question for you. After all this research and writing about something, are there any standout things you learned about synthwave doing all this?
Oh, I just really enjoyed hearing people's stories. I would look forward to doing the interviews so much. Like, I'd go to work in the day and then I'd schedule all my interviews for like in the evening when I came home. And it would just be like the highlight of my day to hear one more person tell me how much synthwave means to them and how I just see their eyes light up, you know, telling me stories about artists they love and how it reignited their passion for music and all that kind of thing. And I really enjoyed Rick Shithouse's interview. I really enjoyed Marco Marrick's. Marco Marrick was an absolute hoot. I just loved talking to him.
He's an Australian.
He's hilarious. Yeah,
and he's just really wholesome. Like, people just saying really nice things. Like, I love being in the community for like the friendship and finding new music and just finding people who I have things in common with. And it was just really nice.
I agree. As I told you, Dennis and I, Karen, and a lot of the fans, at least within the community, as well as a lot of the producers, they're fans as well. They travel. Like, they'll get on planes and they'll fly to see a concert because Lord knows it's hard to see synthwave acts in person. There's not many shows, and they're and because it's, you know, dispersed geographically all over the globe. I mean, I feel bad for the Aussies. Like, yeah. Although they are getting to midnight in January.
There you go. So they got that going. So, you know. But yeah, you're right. It's all over the place. It's a global thing.
I got another question.
Go ahead.
So you put forth that the synthwave community is a community of practice. Now, Dennis and I, we're clowns of practice ourselves. But can you elaborate on what a community of practice is?
It's just people who do stuff. It's just a community of people who actually do stuff and learn from each other, as well as kind of being a community of, friends.
I guess you can't put people who do stuff in a thesis.
No, but I think that in much bigger words, that's basically what I was saying.
And in your book, you actually break down some of the songs that everyone knows, such as Real Hero by Electric Youth, Night Call by Kavinsky from the Drive soundtrack, The Comeback Kid by The Midnight, and Diabolic by Dance with the Dead. You also touch on some of the vocal synthwave, style parameters, things like that. So what did you do? You reverse engineer the song? You sort of just sat in front of a synth, in front of your DAW, which is Logic, right?
Yes, yeah.
Do you recreate it? Or do you just listen to it a
did.
whole lot of times?
Yeah, I did. I did a lot of listening. There are some plugins that I use that are really good for analysis as well, and a few pieces of software that helped me. But yeah, generally I did do a lot of listening and a lot of trial and error, to be honest, on Logic, just using different synths like Serum, for example, and other just random synths on Logic to try and recreate. I would A/B the sounds. I would have a soloed bass line from, I don't know, from one of Sierra's tracks, and then I'd be trying underneath, on the track below, to try and match it, and I'd be A/Bing it to see if I could get it as close as possible.
Wow. And you did that for every synthwave song? No, I'm just kidding, because that would take you forever and a day. I don't think you would even have time to write the book if you broke down every synthwave song. But it's cool that you broke down the big names, and that's important to know. Yeah. What is it about the Midnight that makes them so good? Do you know the answer to that? And how can I do that with my limited knowledge? Because I think that's important.
You should probably ask Tim, to be fair.
How do we become famous synthwave artists?
Right.
That's the
I think
big
Tim used to do song production for, was it NSYNC or Backside Boys?
The Backside Boys.
Do you mean Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
The Backside Boys.
No, but I think he used to work for the label and produced music for them.
Yeah, he's done some big names, maybe Beyonce. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Was there a question in there? I can't. Jules, gosh, you're going off the rails, Jules.
I know. But talking about these style parameters, are there any ones that jump out at you in terms of what makes a track synthwave? Is it the extra reverb on the bass? I know that's not.
And how much reverb is too much reverb? That's the main question that I want to know.
I think the bass line's pretty characteristic, isn't it? Especially the one that's da 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 da. That's just absolute canon synthwave, isn't it? Really.
Mm.
What would they call that? Is that the ARPs? No, that's the.
No, that's just the bass.
That's the bass. The ARPs is like the do 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 do. Right.
We'll ask Droid Bishop about ARPs. He knows everything about arpeggiated stuff. Quick shout out to Rex Balls.
Hey, Rex.
Rex Balls, who joined us in the IRC, as well as Blobs over in the YouTube.
Nice.
Hi.
Okay. So the book officially drops November 13th.
It does. Yeah, it does.
It's up for pre-order right now.
You can pre-order it now, and I would advise getting it from the publisher direct, because they ship to anywhere worldwide for free.
FedEx too, because I was wrong, by the way, Jess. I ordered it a week ago, or just over a week ago. The shipping notice went Friday, and it arrived at my place on Monday. So yeah, folks, I'm popping the link to the publisher in the chats. If you order the book, don't go to Amazon, because you might have to wait till November 13th. Go to the publisher. You'll have the book by the end of the week.
Yeah.
You will. I won't, because they haven't sent me one yet.
That's terrible. They didn't even send you a copy of your own book, but I guess you have to.
Not yet.
You have to go. I don't know. Shouldn't you just have a couple copies lying around? I guess. Well, you have the manuscript, the part. You typed in the computer. You typed all that stuff in. I'm sure, but you don't have the physical copy. And which
No.
copy of the book is best? Because I know there's two. This is actually
There's three. There's
three?
There's hardcover, softcover, Kindle edition.
Oh, the Kindle edition.
Yeah.
Which one would you recommend people to go out and get?
Definitely the paperback, because that's the one with David's front cover. The
Yeah.
other one is the hardback. That's got the really boring, sorry Routledge, really boring, like blue kind of boring cover that they put on every hardback. that they
Oh
put
yeah,
out.
we want the neon one with
Yeah, you want the neon
laser
one, so you
grids.
want the paperback, definitely.
Yeah, I got the paperback because I remember that we were on Facebook and we saw your post about the book being on sale, and I went right out and bought it. But you did recommend buy the paperback, and the paperback's actually cheaper too than the hardbound, so
Oh yeah, for sure.
it's a win-win.
It is. It absolutely is. Don't buy the hardback. Seriously,
Now,
don't. Buy the
one
paperback.
thing I gotta mention. I don't know if this was a mistake, but the Kindle edition is $80.
What?
Yeah.
You don't even have to use
So-
paper.
So I don't know if
Download
Routledge
it.
made a mistake there.
Oh god, I have to ask them. I did email the other day to ask about the ebook Kindle version. It's showing up as £40 for me, like 40 British pounds. That sounds about right for what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
When's
Yeah,
the
it's about right.
Audible come out? Because that's how I read books now.
What's the Audible?
That doesn't exist, but it should.
Oh yeah, if
Actually,
we were to,
you know what?
Who
For
would
the rest
narrate
of the show, we're gonna narrate it for the rest of the show.
oh my
How's
god,
Dennis?
that Jules, I feel like you should narrate like the first like paragraph, or what's a good thing to the back jacket.
Okay, you know what? I am gonna read like the first line from.
This is like
your
Masterpiece Theater.
From your preface.
It's like
because-
Synthwave Masterpiece Theater. I love it.
Dr. Blaise and I share the same origin story when it comes to Synthwave.
Yes,
And
read that
I
part.
discovered Synthwave the exact same way. So, the first line from the preface: "Fly for Your Life," track 9 of Gunship's eponymous album from 2015, was the beginning of my Synthwave journey, or my journey with Synthwave. And I know that you also mentioned in your book, people like to use the term "down the rabbit hole."
Oh, I love that. So many people said that. I had to quote that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
we Fly for Your Life. That's
we
the
all-
entrance to the rabbit hole.
we all started in that rabbit hole. I think for me it wasn't Fly for Your Life, it was Tech Noir.
Ooh, nice.
But same story, same song, same rabbit hole that we all went down. Jules, which one was it for you? Was it?
It was Fly for Your Life.
It was Fly for Your Life?
So
Yeah.
I was listening to Kavinsky, but not from a synthwave perspective. I just come across, after listening to Justice and Daft Punk on YouTube,
Right.
a Kavinsky video popped up, and it wasn't even Nightcall. It was some other like houseier tracks, and I was listening to one of those, and then Fly for Your Life, the thumbnail came up, and it's got that cool animation of the two World War II fighters, and I was like, that looks cool, and I watched it, and of course, not only was the video that went with it amazing, I know they borrowed that video from a short animated thing.
It
but
was wicked, for sure.
the music and that video, and of course you're watching that, and right below it in the thumbnails is a Midnight video from New Retrowave or
Right.
something like that.
New retro wave
And
all day long.
It's game over after that.
So you saw that and you were totally into that. You're like, I want to find out what this thing is. And then it was pretty much game over.
No, it was life changing. Like I heard Fly for Your Life. It was like the old apartment that I used to live in, and it was really small. And like the bedroom and the kitchen living room were two rooms that were like right next to each other with basically no hallway. So my partner and I used to just blare music out of the living room, and I'd gone into the bedroom to go to bed, and he was still playing music. And then I heard Fly for Your Life coming on, and I was like, what is this? And it was life changing. Like if I hadn't heard that, I have no idea where I'd be. And I did tell Gunship, I actually met them. I met them at a Sierra gig in London.
Oh, wow.
And I actually told them, I was like, honestly, like, Fly for Your Life was life-changing. Like, thank you for writing it.
Yeah.
Next time you meet them, tell them they should be on the State of Synth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
They're a little hard to track down. And they,
By the way, I gotta rattle off a couple of things. Some of the people in the chat, because we were talking about their first song that they discovered, and let's see, Hearts and Beta. For him, it was Jesse Fry and Time Cop, which you mentioned in the book.
Yes, I do, yeah.
And Sammy, it was FM84 with Ollie Ride. and The Midnight back in 2016. So yeah, there's
Dave 808 Turner, Fourette, Devin, Carol.
Yeah, Forêt de Vin.
Devan. Is that French?
Carol. Yeah, it's the song Carol.
Oh.
Forêt de Vin is actually we were talking about him with Kelvin.
Oh, that's right.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah, Forêt de Vin is actually not French, even though he's got a French name, kind of like Lavenue.
Right.
He's from the UK, but anyways, I digress. Back to the Doctor.
Yes.
So we mentioned that you wrote the book, but you also produce. You use Logic Pro. Dave 808 Turner always likes me to ask, when you're producing music in your DAW, do you have a preference in VSTs?
Oh, I've got loads that I like. I love the Arturia collection of synths. I love all the legacy synths, like Prophet 5, Jupiter 8, Juno 6, and then other ones that aren't synth libraries. I've been liking Tal Reverb 4 recently, quite like that. I love all the Fab Filter stuff, but it's so expensive. I really like Saturn, the tape saturation one. I absolutely love that. It's my favorite tape sat. But it is so expensive. I need to but we have it at work, like the uni I work at, we have Fab Filters, so I've got it there. But I need to splash out and actually get it on my own laptop. But it is very expensive.
Wow, that's that's actually the most in-depth answer. Usually it's like, I don't really have any thoughts on that. It's like nobody really, or it's like you just named like 5 of them. And I love the fact that, you just rattled off, and they're not, a lot of them are, most people say like, Diva, or what's the other one that other people recommend, Jules? Serum. Yeah.
Well, yeah, those are kind of like the sort of the mainstay for creating your like synthy sounds, right? But then you got plugins for everything.
Oh yeah, and Serum, of course. Yeah, I always use Serum for building sounds.
But I love it, and that is some of the stuff that the plugins that you mentioned I've never heard of before. But I mean, I'm not a producer, but it's always like Diva or Serum, and
there's a lot of people, including Michael Oakley. They like bring up that I can never say it right. Talno UX5 Talo some, I don't know what the heck it's called.
Yeah, it's a really popular one. It's
that
really
one.
Good.
Tally. No, that's a South Park character.
By the way, what is it? D-Jack? I think if he's referring to his first discovery, it was Perturbator. Humans are such easy prey.
Yes.
On Funky Panda. And get this, he mentioned Funky Panda, and then VHS Dreams over on YouTube popped in.
Nice.
That it was one of his favorite channels back then.
I love
Good
it.
new disco and stuff on Funky Panda.
All the synthwave artists are coming out for this. This is like amazing.
Yeah.
So,
so you know what? Let's get to some music.
Yeah.
You talked about some of your favorite Logic Pro is your DAW, VSTs you mentioned, and of course you produce, and we'll play a track of yours. Can you tell us about this track, Rage Quit?
Yeah, Rage Quit was just this angry, brooding, just massive diss track that I decided to write a couple of years ago. And it's just full of all of what I would consider my hallmarks, just like layered harmonies, creepy whispers, loads of tape saturation, just really sort of dark sounding synths. I've definitely written stuff that's kind of peppier and kind of happier, but this was one of the more brooding ones. So
was this like because you were deep into this book and you just needed a break and you were like
no, not really. no just felt like letting off some steam, putting it into a song.
nice.
You didn't go like fuck this synthwave, as Kaminsky said.
Oh yeah, that's it, quote Twitter.
All right, let's take a listen to this. So this is on the album Quintology, which you did with Bushman Rock.
Yeah. This is off the EP. It was a single, and then we stuck it on the EP anyway.
Okay, so I'm gonna link to the EP. But here it is. This is Dr. Jess Blaise Ward with Rage Quit right here on Night Ride FM.
change. So I will save more than you could possibly destroy. Look out, friend, it won't end this way. Do you really want to rage quit now? And hear this, friend, it won't mend. Your reign ends here. If you're really gonna rage quit. It's not your words that end it all. It's when your actions start to fall away. A satisfaction by the door. Temptation grabs you, throw it all away. They say, are you really gonna rage quit? Are you really gonna rage quit? Hear this, friend. Look out, friend. It won't mend. Your reign ends here.
And that was Jess Blaise Ward. Dr. Jessica. This was Jessica. Is that your producer name, Jessica Blaise
No,
Ward?
I need to get that changed on Spotify. It really should be Jess, but the process of changing your name through distributors is a pain.
Oh, I know. Who do you go through to get your music on Spotify?
Oh, I use Root Note.
Oh, okay.
Who is it?
Root Note.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know that one. Most people use, like, what did I use?
They use TuneCore or DistroKid.
DistroKid, yeah.
Yeah, I've used DistroKid before.
With Distro, I think you can upload. You can actually upload your music to like other people's catalogs if you wanted to, which is a weird thing. Remember the Midnight had a issue with that, where somebody like uploaded a track under their.
Well, a whole bunch of artists
It's so crazy.
experienced that. Time Cop experienced it.
Yeah.
There was that guy Waves on Waves who was stealing people's music and
Oh my
uploading it with their name, attaching their artist name to it, so it appeared in their catalog on Spotify.
So seedy.
Yeah.
The dark side
So-
of synthwave.
So, we just heard a track from yourself. There is an entire section in the book devoted to female artists in the scene.
Yes.
So tell us some of the things, some of the not so good things, and some of the good things that you learned writing the book about the plight of the female producer
I
and
think,
female slash non-binary slash.
yes.
Right.
Yeah. Women plus, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just about. My research showed very clearly that a lot of women were being categorized as singers, quote unquote, just singers. Which is absolutely not the case, and there's so many female and like non-binary producers in the scene. So I was just really keen to kind of shine a light on those people and all the really great work that they're doing and self-producing. So I just had loads of people telling me great stories and some not so great stories. People that I interviewed for that chapter included like Bunny X,
yeah.
Annie, Dana. Who else have we got here? I've actually got a list in front of me.
Holly.
Yeah,
Holly.
Jessie Fry, Nina, Sierra. Oh no, Sierra was in the Dark Synth chapter actually.
Right.
Yeah, quite a few. I think there were probably like 30 plus artists got interviewed for that chapter.
Wow, that's amazing. I love.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I feel like we try to do the same thing on our show. We try to kind of elevate, all producers, not just, from, male artist or whatever. But I think it's nice because it's definitely a big thing, and it's everybody. It's not just a guy genre or a whatever genre. Like, I feel like equally, especially on Night Ride FM, if you ever go to the Discord and the IRC, it's just as many females as it is guys. That I feel like that's where I want to be, with just a group of anybody, where anybody can fit in, no matter who you are or what you do, or even if you have a disability or whatever. I feel like it's a very inclusive environment where people can find friends and enjoy music together, and that's one of the things that really drew me into, is just the fact that it's universal, and so many people from so many different walks of life, parts of the country, whatever it is, that you can just be a part of it. So I really appreciate that you wrote that chapter, because I think it's really, really important.
There's one, actually, you mentioned something in the chapter about how you can maybe elaborate on this, how there is sort of a default thinking that things like guitars and instruments are a male thing and the singing is a female thing.
Yeah, there's loads of research that kind of speaks to that, and it's definitely not true. I think it can be quite a harmful stereotype in many ways. And you see it in language, isn't it? People say like, "Oh, the female bassist," but you would never say that. You would never say a male bassist.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a bassist, just a producer.
Yeah, but there were so many nice things in that chapter people said about the community, just generally. People saying, oh, it's been a really great place to kind of meet other women as well, and just meet people generally, and, just find my place in the community a bit more. So I think it was really nice.
Yeah, I know Holly in the book, you quoted her, she was talking about the tour she did with Nina here in North America, where Nina toured with Lau, and Holly was touring as parallels with them. I got to see them here in Toronto and also in Detroit with Ron Kaiser. Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen that show.
And yeah, so I mean, I do remember in the book you mentioned how the artists, there was also the talk about the one show in New York with Zarina, and I think it was Nina as well again, and Holly and a couple others, right? Where the artists get together and sort of lift each other up and stick them on the bill,
Together, yeah.
Yeah, together.
Yeah,
So I think that was great.
I love those multi bills where like there's so many awesome artists too. Like I feel like there's a lot of people that are doing that, and I know Bunny X and all the New York crew. In fact, Graphic Mercenary can kind of attest to some of the stacked bills, and it's really nice that they do that, because that's not just a female thing too. Like I feel like that's a synthwave thing. It's almost like the I was into hip hop back in the day, and you always like brought up, if you were like a well-established, you brought up like, the other rappers and stuff like that, and you'd have a nice stacked bill where you can go and just listen to music all night long. And I know there's a lot of really great communities. What's the one, the Minnesota, the
Twin Cities.
Twin Cities, yes. Nitro Wave, TC, of course, everything that's going on with Nightwave up in New York. I'm sure the UK has its own. I know. Is this
Well,
Space?
it's been a while.
Space Jams.
But I mean, there's Space Jams and Bristol Hotline, which
right,
you
Hotline
allude to, 'cause-
Bristol.
Oh,
that's-
Hotline Bristol was incredible.
Yeah, Hotline Bristol. So, because you do mention in when you're talking about community practice, right? You're talking about the offline part of the community, which is the live concerts and people meeting up together in person and sharing the same genre, I guess, the love of it. Speaking of, so we had Annie last week on our show.
did, yeah.
Next week we've got Yoda.
Woo!
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're doing okay.
I think we're doing just fine.
And of course we've got Karen. She's taken a little bit of a hiatus from her shows the last month or so, but she'll be back. And you had some good quotes from Karen, and she had some good things to say.
She speaks well.
Yeah. She's also got a great radio voice, so
Yeah, for sure.
unlike me.
Jules, you do okay. You do
No, you guys sound great.
All right, so we talked about the female artists in the scene, and then as you said, you talk about dark synth, right, and the metalheads.
Oh,
And-
metal is my second love after synths.
There
I'm
we go.
Such
So-
a metal girl.
So let's talk about the stuff you learned, or any blurbs you have to say about the dark synth subgenre, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, and the metalheads that find themselves doing synthwave but darker.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love the diversity of dark synth as well. It's not just like you've got kind of the adult-oriented rock, you've got the EBM stuff, you've got all the out-and-out metal stuff, you've got the really kind of like EDM kind of stuff. Like it's so broad. I'm obsessed with it. I love that subgenre of synthwave.
Now you mentioned Sierra Veins.
Yes, I did.
So I'm taking it you're a fan because you sound excited every time you talk about her. You interview with her. You bring her up in the dark synth portion of the book. You even selected a song for us. But what is it you like about Sierra?
Oh, I love her music. It's just like the perfect, I don't know, it tickles my brain in the right way. I don't know how else to put it. It's just great. I just really enjoy it.
That's a good way.
Have you had the fortune of seeing her live?
I have seen her live. She's great.
Nice.
I know she opened for Carpenter Brute on one of their tours a year, 2 years
did.
ago.
Wow.
And
nice.
then she did her own little tour here in North America by herself. And she brought a whole bunch of, I think she had like 10 LED tubes up on stage, all in this like sort of
Yes.
pyramid form.
I saw them, yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Jules likes his
yeah.
LEDs and lasers.
I do. So
More lasers.
I don't.
the better.
You know what? I was actually looking through the style parameter stuff about synthwave, and I was like hoping you'd touch on the fact because you did mention the fact that a lot of artists don't like to play live because they either don't have the time, the money, or typically people expect like a full band or some sort of performance on the stage, right?
Yeah.
And I always found that what's key to electronic music in general, if you're
Lasers.
sitting you need lights.
Yes.
If you're sitting in front of a synth, just standing there with a mic in front of you, or you're just DJing, you need to cover the stage in as many lights as possible and fireworks and everything like that. Because if you don't have a guitarist prancing around, or a drummer, you know, like Animal from the Muppets, if you don't have a drummer like that,
right.
there's not much for people to see.
And even better if the lasers are coming out of your like appendages. Like if you have lasers coming out of your fingers or your eyes, glasses.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
What? I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about another appendage. Okay.
Jules, you got a dirty one.
But yeah, so you do touch on the stuff like that.
The live
but-
music scene,
Yeah,
yeah.
the live music scene. So, Sierra. You know what? I'm losing my plot here, but let's
Let's talk
Sierra's
a little bit
track.
about Sierra and how amazing she is, and then we'll
She's
play
awesome.
the track.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say about this particular song that you picked, which is entitled Stronger? Is there anything about this particular song that you dig? Maybe it's the bass line, maybe it's the vocals. Is it vocals? I don't know.
The empowerment.
The empowerment. Nice.
Strength. I like it.
Strength is good. So very good. So let's give this a spin. Jules, do you want to set this up anymore? Or
No, that's it. This is Jess's third pick tonight. This is Sierra Veins with Stronger right here on Night Ride FM.
I'm not getting mad. I try to hold back my anger. I'm not feeling sad. It will only make me stronger. been searching all my life. Something's faded from my past. Something's killing me inside. But I'm fighting. I am running out of time. I've been waiting for the sign. Something's killing me inside. But I'm fighting. It will only make me stronger. It will only make me stronger. Is it not enough? Is too much weight on my shoulders? Is it not enough? I can't fight it any longer. I'm not getting mad. I try to hold back my anger. I'm not feeling sad. It will only make me stronger. I've been searching all my life. Something's faded from my past. Something's killing me inside. But I'm fighting. I am running out of time. I've been waiting for the sign. Something's killing me inside. But I'm fighting. It will only make me stronger. 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 It will only make me stronger.
And that was Stronger Sierra Veins? Sierra Veins.
Sierra Veins.
Yeah, I have trouble with names. And reading, apparently.
Sierra Veins changed her name.
I gotta get glasses one of these days. Fantastic.
Hey, so let's we are like 15 minutes over.
We are
what I
deep
want.
diving
Just-
in this. We gotta reel it in.
11:15 in the evening for you now, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good.
All right. Well, so we were talking about these live shows, these offline things. What was the last Synthwave event you attended,
Oh, I have to
or
check
or
this.
show?
There's been so many. So I went to Le Broc in April.
Oh, nice.
That was super cool. I saw Ghost in October, not the one just gone the year before. I saw The Midnight in July. And then, 2024, I saw Sierra, and I also went to Hotline Bristol, which was like a massive event, which Nina basically headlined.
Oh, sweet.
And I met some other bands there, like Pensacola Mist, who were really cool, and there were some really good DJs there, like Max Speed and that kind of thing. It was a whole day. It was incredible.
Get this, I got to meet Max Speed in person because he flew to Toronto to see Essinger play, because Essinger was doing a North American tour, and he had Toronto and Montreal on the leg. And so poor Max flies over to Toronto, and I meet up with him. We're hanging out. We're like, yeah, we're gonna go see this show. I forgot who the main act was. Essinger was opening, but he came just for Essinger, and Essinger couldn't get across the border because he had priors or something. So So poor Max came all the way to Toronto to see Essinger and never got to see him. And obviously I didn't get to see him either.
That's a bummer.
But Max is a cool guy. So one of the things in your book, you mentioned going to a concert in London in 2019. Were you at the Ollie Ride Camden concert?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I wish I was.
Because you mentioned fall. I think it was like fall 2019.
I think that was the midnight show that I saw. It was one of their
that's
first
right.
ones. It was their
Right.
kids tour.
Right. So the midnight they played about a week or 2 weeks before Ollie Ride did his show,
Ah.
and that was also the premiere of the Rise of the Synths that weekend. the
Oh,
Ollie
that's
Ride
right.
weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to
Right.
that? To the Rise of the Synths?
No, I didn't. I did get to speak with his name, lovely guy.
Yeah. The producer.
Yeah, the producer.
Oh, yeah. Ivan and
Ivan.
yeah, Ivan
That's
Castell.
terrible. Ivan, if
Ivan
you're hearing this,
Castell
I'm so
and-
sorry. I got my brain.
and
blank.
Damien Jackson. yes.
Yeah, Damien Jackson. He's a good guy. Too.
Yeah, just awesome people. So cool. And I feel like
by the way, that weekend I gotta mention, Friday night was the Rise of the Synths premiere.
yeah.
Saturday night was Ollie Ride doing his Camden show.
Wow.
And then Sunday they premiered that Seth Eicherman Carpenter Brute short
Oh,
film.
yeah. Wow, that's
the one with all the breasts in it.
yeah. We like
Blood
and
machines.
breasts. Not bad things at all.
How was he French?
Yeah, but I love the fact that the community. What's your favorite? Do you like going to the big synthwave shows or like the little, with you got the like 10 people in the audience and stuff like
Oh,
that?
any of them. Honestly, like
Any and all.
Any of them. If it's a synthwave show, I am there. Like as far as I can get there.
Because it runs the gamut. I mean, you're gonna have your Carpenter Brute crowds, and then you're gonna have let's be honest, this is synthwave, so you're gonna have your smaller shows. It's gonna be 10 people, but I feel like to me, like the smaller shows, I have so much more fun. I think because you get to really, you get to meet the artists, you get to, and it's always like a good close group of friends, and almost like everybody knows everybody by the time you get to the concert.
What? You're not going to get a selfie with Carpenter Brute going to one of his concerts. But
Right, and you're probably
you'll
not
get a
going to
selfie-
meet people.
You'll get a selfie with the other artists.
Right, and you might not even meet people that you know going to a Carpenter Brute. You just like a sea of people. You're like, I don't know anybody here. But if you're like 10 people, then you could literally talk to the person next door, and almost 90% of the time you're going to know who that person is just through the community of everything, and I feel like for me that's exciting. But the big shows are cool too. But I don't always like those smaller ones. I guess that's why I like synthwave. It's fun.
So,
Yes.
we're gonna wrap this up. But first of all,
know,
now
we
that your thesis is done, your book is complete, published. What is in the cards for you now? Are you gonna go back to producing more music, or are you gonna do another PhD?
Oh, no more PhD.
Collect another one.
No way.
Gotta
no, I'm so
collect
done
them
with
all.
that. Definitely more music. I would normally have had another single out probably this time this year. I usually manage to get one out a year, but with having to get the book across the line this year, I was not able to do both.
You're
But I'll
probably a little busy,
definitely be writing more music. That's my next job.
That's awesome. And I gotta, Dennis.
Yes.
I gotta ask these things.
Oh boy, you asked that one already.
Non-synthwave related questions.
Oh gosh, here it is.
So, what is your breakfast routine like? Is it like cereal? Is it an English, a proper English breakfast? Are we talking about coffee
I love the
and
way
toast?
you phrase that. What is
Tea and toast?
Your
Like,
breakfast?
definitely a sad English stereotype. It's definitely like what I would call a Yorkshire tea. It's it's a county in the north of England, and they do a specific type of English tea. So I will have a Yorkshire tea.
And a crumpet? Do you have crumpets too? Is that part of it?
I do like a crumpet. I wouldn't have one for breakfast, but I do like them.
Hey, my
What is a
grandfather's
crumpet?
from
That's
Yorkshire.
see, in New Jersey they have crimpets, not crumpets. Crimpets are delicious. They're like a pastry made by, I think if Tasty Cake makes them. Do you have Tasty Cake over there? I know I'm going down a rabbit hole, but they're delicious. They're like spongy spongy, delicious, delightful, and they have butterscotch on the top. So we have crimpets, you have crumpets, but they're snacks, right? They're little snacks you eat with the tea, and you drink the tea, and you eat the crimpets.
Yeah, sure.
You gotta dip them in the tea too.
Oh no, they've got butter on them.
Yes, butter goes well with everything.
I wouldn't dip a crimpet in tea. I might dip a crumpet in tea though.
All right, so actually, I'm gonna ask this question too. About are there any favorite any TV shows or movies that you're enjoying lately? And this sort of relates to any book. You touch on, some of the other influences or things that sort of gave synthwave its second and third steps forward, which were things like Stranger Things and Drive.
Yeah.
So, anything lately you've been enjoying? And it doesn't have to be synthwave related.
Yeah, not very synthwave, but I have loved Yellow Jackets. I'm obsessed with Yellow Jackets.
And that's got an 80s vibe too, because it's it's all taking place in flashbacks, right?
Yeah.
In the 90s though, it's like late
90s,
late 80s.
I'm a
early
90s baby, so it has my heart.
No, it's all. I feel like this is another question too. Do you feel like synthwave is going to constantly push the marker out, so to speak, where all of a sudden your boy bands are going to become synthwave? Do you feel like that boundary is going to get pushed out as the new generations start to discover the music? I
just thought of a new boy band name.
It's
N-Synth.
gonna be me.
N-Synth.
N-Synth. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, like N-Synth instead of N-Sync. That's good. Yeah.
'Cause 90s
sure. N-Synth are going to be the next big thing.
It's hitting 90s now because we're getting into like Ace of Base. I know Michael Oakley is kind of covering like this Euro pop kind of stuff. This kind of
his new album is going more 90s.
Yeah,
90s Euro dance.
I dig that.
Yeah, I love all that stuff.
It's all about kicking back.
You touched on how the genre is sort of iterative.
Yes,
Or-
iterative, yeah.
In how it can not only push it forward, but more subgenres are going to spin up.
They
And
will.
eventually, I'm sure one of those will become a genre in and of itself.
Yeah,
Just-
definitely.
Just like, what was it? Drum and bass came from...
Boy band. I want boy band wave to be a thing. I really do.
Wave.
I'm going to ship that into existence. Boy band wave and
girl band wave.
what happens when Seattle wave comes in? Is that the end? Is that truly when
that's the end of
synthwave
it.
dies?
If Seattle
wave.
ever comes back and destroys synths,
Because you know what's going to
very
happen?
angry.
It's going to
Grunge
happen.
wave.
Give it like 5 more years. There's going to be like Eddie Vedder spin-offs.
I'd be down for some grunge wave.
Grunge wave. Yeah. You got
You know
a
what?
point.
I think there are a couple of artists in our scene who have, because you know how you were talking about how metalheads finding themselves coming into dark synth.
Carbon
There's
Killer,
people from-
maybe something. I don't know.
People, all
That's not
kinds,
grunge.
yeah. Well, people from all walks of life discover synthwave producers, and they bring along with them their own little flavor.
Yeah, they do, for sure.
Right. So, last question for you. Did we beat Andy Last and others to interview you?
This is the first one I've done.
Nice. We did it.
Cha-ching!
Mark that one down.
Yeah, well, I'm marking it down. Trust me. I have a feeling. I have a feeling you'll probably be doing interviews with people like Andy and so on because, you bring up these peripheral things in the community, right? The radio shows, the podcasts, the websites, and the blogs, such as Vilingo and Ashley's Forged in Neon.
Yeah, it's so important to the scene.
So yeah, we can't wait for you to be popping your head up in all these other places.
I hope I am.
Yeah, we'll be listening and watching and tuning
Just
in.
remind them when you're talking to Andy, like, yeah, when I was on the State of Synth,
Right.
blah blah blah.
Name drop
Rub it
like
in.
as
Name drop.
as often as possible because Andy loves that. When you name drop the State of
Because
Synth.
he's a cool guy.
I'm very excited actually to play this next artist. This was an incredible opportunity. We thank you so much for being on the show. I can't think of a better track to kind of end this off with. Did you pick this one or did we pick this one? This is a new one by Pensacola Mist.
Oh, I picked this one.
Nice. this is exactly.
Right.
We love these guys. We had them on the show about maybe a couple years ago. Just
Yeah, two of them. I think we had two of the three, right?
yes. Amazingly
one thing-
talented.
I want to point out while we're on the air, Sierra, you were hoping to do a book launch party, right?
Yes.
Now, Dennis and I was suggesting some artists or personalities that you might try inviting, and I didn't realize Pensacola Mist was a track you'd play, and
I mentioned them
but-
too. I love these.
So I haven't seen them live, but from what we've seen on the streams on the internet and so on, we've got Von Kaiser here in North America,
Right.
and both bands are a mix of instrumental and vocal. There's multiple people on stage, and they like to bring lights.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Pensacola
So
Mist and Von Kaiser. They would fly
Yeah.
out. They would totally.
Yeah, can you imagine?
That would be.
They'd be fighting for real estate on the stage for all their lighting.
They should just like form like a super group like Voltron, and I think that they could just
Pensacola Kaiser.
Pensa-Kaiser.
Oh, Synthwave Supergroup would be great.
Synthwave supergroups. I think that needs to also happen. But this was amazing. I know it's getting late, so we don't want to keep you for too much longer. But go out and buy the book, guys. If you are in the synthwave, if you're listening to this show, we know you are into synthwave. Just buy yourself the book because it's really, really cool.
Yes. If you want to know the history, where it started with collage and everything like that, the MySpace era,
Yeah,
all
you
the way
cover
up to the State of Synth era.
And if I'm not available, ask Jules because he's read the whole thing.
Yes, exactly.
He's like
Except for the producing parts. If you're a producer, don't ask me anything.
Yeah.
Then you got to talk to Dr. Jess here.
I'm on Instagram.
There you go. So we're going to play this track. It's from the Lost in Love album, and I'm going to put a link to the deluxe edition in the chats. But this is your fourth choice tonight. This is Pensacola Mist with Horizon right here on Night Ride FM.
This one's for you.
Pacing the floor of your basement, tracing my fingers through the dust. Does anybody know what we're facing? 'Cause the cups are crooked and the badges are covered in rust. Beyond the horizon, I can see her standing there. I know this horizon, the moonlight's fading with the blinding thing. Play cool, keep your head on up. Play cool, you got the wrong number. Play cool, I'm a newcomer. Play cool, play cool. 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 It's amazing how you're so impatient, chasing you down till you get cool, play cool. You got the wrong number. Play cool, play cool. I'm a newcomer. Play cool, play cool. Play cool, play cool. Play cool, play cool. Keep your head under. Play cool, play cool. You got the wrong. Play cool, play cool. I'm a newcomer. Play cool, play cool. Play cool, play cool.
And that was Pensacola Mist with Horizon.
Man, they are so good.
They are. I love those
Great
guys.
choice.
We gotta
Doc.
have them on the show again. They're good peoples.
Such nice people.
All right,
So, I'm gonna post a link in the chats to the book, the paperback edition. But where, if people want to reach out to you, you mentioned Instagram is probably a good place to find you.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, X, whatever. I'm just Blaise Jess on that, on all of those.
Cool.
Blaise Jess.
And let's say I don't suppose you have any merch like T-shirts or anything like that. If I want to get like a Dr. Jess Blaise Ward,
She's got
t-shirt,
books. She don't need merch. That's her merch.
The book is
Buy the
merch.
book.
I have the book.
Buy one. Give it to a friend.
I need to walk around with a Making Synthwave T-shirt.
That would be so cool.
You could put the books, like attach them to your shirts. Walk around that way. I don't know how that would work actually.
By the way, I got to do a quick shout out to Power Play Milo, who joined us earlier in the YouTube chats, and over in the IRC we've got Pale Vision and Nightify.
Oh, nice.
So I think that's it. Jess, any shout outs you want to do? Anybody, any contributors to the book, or anybody, I don't know, family, anybody?
Yeah, I mean, I want to thank Nina. I was looking at our email correspondence a while back, and I think there's about 80 emails that went back into between me and her over all the years we've talked, because she interviewed for my PhD as well, and then later again for my book. So that was incredible. The amount of time she's given me them real. So huge thank you to Nina, and I love her music as well.
She's a sweetheart.
So much. I'll shout out to my band as well, the State of Georgia, which is really confusing. I don't mean the State of Georgia. Our band is called the State of Georgia. Our lead singer is called Georgia.
So the state of Georgia, as in the American state of Georgia, or the country Georgia?
I mean, neither. Her name's Georgia.
Oh,
So it's kind of a play on words.
I love it.
cool.
Yeah, I love being in that band. I sing backing vocals and play guitar for Georgia's band, so I absolutely love doing
that's
that.
rad.
So shout out
Now-
to her.
Are they on Bandcamp?
I don't know. She's definitely all over streaming services.
Okay.
I'm in her like touring band, so I'm not on the records, but I go, on tour and do live gigs with her.
Sweet.
They are on Bandcamp. thestateofgeorgia.bandcamp.com.
Nice. There you go.
From Leeds, UK.
That's right.
Very cool. So shout out to them. Very nice.
And then last, probably my nan, because I know she'll be listening to this. So shout out
awesome.
to my nan.
Hello.
And my family.
Hello.
And the community. Everybody who interviewed for the book. Everyone who did the survey. Anyone who's ever
so many
emailed
people.
me, commented something, spoken to me on a Reddit forum. Like, thank you so much. I cannot even tell
that's
you.
right. You, I was reading the book. You did. I do remember some of these. You did pop some of the surveys up in the Outrun subreddit, the New Retrowave subreddit, and various other ones. So yeah, there's probably a lot of people who don't realize that their answers actually popped up in the book.
Yeah, they're all the survey stuff is anonymized, but you may well recognize your own quote if you can remember it. I don't know.
I was looking at some of them. I don't remember if this was mine. No, I don't. It was like a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's been cooking for a while, but it's finally coming out. It's
Yes.
come to fruition.
Congratulations.
Get that book.
Thank you.
And I hope the community pulls together and makes some sales of this book, because it is definitive.
Yeah, it ticks all the boxes for sure. Whether you're a fan or if you're a producer or you just want to better your craft, because it has a lot of tips and interesting things that, as a producer, I think you could really dive in and get a lot of very specific information on, the analyzation of all the great hits, the synthwave hits, but also the 80s hits. It covers all the bases.
Dark synth.
It's got a little bit of everything.
It's also required reading for anybody who's got a blog or a podcast.
Yeah.
or a radio station, because you have to hand in your Synthwave membership card if you haven't read this book.
Right. That's it. But hey, thank you once again for being on the show. This was an absolute pleasure. It was so fun.
It's an honor, really.
Thank you for having me. I will be staying in touch.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
Stick around. We're going to play a track, and we'll say our bye-byes behind this song.
Yeah.
But, so there's this little band, Jess mentioned meeting them.
Speaking of Gunship.
Yeah, in the UK, and they just released a new cover, and as always, Gunship delivers the goods on this brooding cover of Tears for Fears' Mad World. So here it is, and you're listening to it right here on Night Ride FM.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel a way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. I went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. It's
And there it is, a little Gunship with Mad World. And yeah, great cover.
Cool cover. You know what? We're going to go from one cover to another.
Yeah, you rhymed that too.
It's
It's
you know,
very
it's
exciting.
it's my style parameters. That's what
Yeah, yeah, that's it. You got the ticket right there.
it is. All right.
Ooh,
Yeah, from the furthest reaches of the galaxy,
Yeah.
our space overlord Volker X has released a new song, and it's a cover of the main theme from the video game Mass Effect. So I think everyone will recognize this. This is Uncharted Worlds, right here on Night Ride FM.
And there it is, a little Volcore X with Mass Effect Uncharted Worlds. Great, great, great tune right there.
Man, brings back good memories of playing that game.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
We were talking this behind the music. I don't know if people are aware, but there is the TV show for Mass Effect is in the works.
Yes, yes. And I was mentioning, too, they're going to be coming out with a game for The Expanse. They're coming out with a Mass Effect style game, but it's based in the Expanse universe. I think it's really cool. Everyone loves like a good big old fat space opera, you know?
Exactly, yeah. The worlds are there.
Yeah, the worlds are there.
The world building's amazing.
We just need to live in them now and get off this planet. That's very exciting.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
All right, so we're almost done. We have our big old block of touring and events, which we're going to go into right now. So let's talk about some touring and events so we can wrap this bad boy up.
You want to kick it off?
Yes. Do we want to cover the 5th? Why not? Perturbator European Tour is kicking off on November 5th through December 6th. With Perturbator, Ghost, that person I can't pronounce her name. Kyla Mikla, and other special guests that's in the UK. So check that out. What else we got?
Europe and the UK.
Yeah.
Let's see. November 17th.
That's the same place.
Wolf Club is going to be in LA with Colors, and also he sent me an update actually to this show. They're going to have another band. Hang on. They're going to have the lead singer from When in Rome.
Oh, that's exciting.
What the hell's his name? Damn it.
That guy.
Yeah.
You know that guy.
So anyways, that goes down November 17th or November 15th in LA.
Very good. Very good. All right. So November 21st, we have Street Lethal with Megatronics and Power Rob and Helix Code and Rubicon Sky in Wilmington, Delaware. It's in the U.S.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, by the way, it's Clive Farrington. Is the singer from When in Rome.
Very exciting.
And they're also going to be joined by the band Moderns.
Oh.
So let's continue. November 22nd to December 13th, it's the Action and Romance 10-year anniversary tour, and that's going to feature LeBrock, of course, with support from Wolf Club, New Arcades, Phoenix, Necronoise, Hollywood Brown, Sky Racer, and Misery Kids.
Very, very awesome.
And that's in the UK and Ireland.
UK and Ireland. All right, so we have March 10th through the 22nd. We have the End Complete Tour with Carpenter Brute in Europe, and I might as well go into the next one. March 31st through May 5th is the North American Tour with Health and Carpenter Brute. So Carpy is going to be in North America with Health, so that's pretty rad.
Yep. And here, I'm going to rattle off a bunch of the midnight dates.
Oh, let's do it.
Because they just finished their Europe tour. Now, January 24th to the 25th, they're going to be in Mumbai, India for the Lollapalooza India event. And then January 29th from there, they're going to go over to January 29th to February 1st, they're going to be in Australia. And I believe it's Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, and let's see. Finally, April 16th to May 15th, midnight, we'll hit USA and Canada for the Time Machines tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget Neotropolis. We got to get that. Why don't we have that on the list, man?
I'll add it now.
Neotropolis is coming. That is, April 29th through May 5th, I believe? Or May 4th. May 3rd, yes. Yep. Starting April 29th is going to be a wonderful cyberpunk event in the desert, and you know that I'm going to be there, and Jules is going to be there, and a bunch of people are going to be there from Night Ride FM. It's going to be a little get-together we're going to have. It's going to be a lot of fun, and lots of great artists, and tickets are on sale now, so go get your tickets for Neotropolis and come join us. You can find out about all the Synthwave events by going to Google and Googling Synthwave events. It'll take you to our website, and you can check out all the events with all the links to the tickets for you. So,
Yep.
very good.
What Dennis said.
Yeah, 2 more tracks, and then we're out of here. So next up here we have our LA friend, Mr. Elevate the Sky.
Yeah. Retro Synth Records has leveraged the talents of their in-house producer Chris Payne to remix and remaster LA artist Elevate the Sky's album Ascend. And now it's called Reascend.
Oh.
And it's available, because it's on Retro Synth, it's available in various formats, including vinyl. And the sound has had a good kick in the gonads.
Nice.
So not only are the original songs sounding better, but there's also a few remixes on the album. And one of these remixes is truly amazing. It goes from like, ooh, this is nice, to holy shit. So, yeah, check this out. This is Elevate the Sky with Carry the Light, the 6 Mix 6 remix, right here on Night Ride FM.
Down the
And that was Elevate the Sky, Carry the Light with the Synth 6 Jules.
6 Mix 6 remix.
6 Mix 6 remix. Say that 5 times fast. Oh my God.
That is an amazing remix. It just starts so chill and then turns into like
speed metal. Like,
yeah, your face is getting slapped like a million times a second.
That's just crazy. This is the end of our show. So thanks for listening, everybody. We want to thank our very special guest, Jess Blaise Ward, Dr. Jess Blaise Ward, for
the doctor was in the house.
The doctor was in the house. For sure. Good stuff. Go out, buy the book, get yourself a copy, buy a copy for a friend, loop them into this wonderful rabbit hole thing we got going on. And of course, thanks for listening. Patreons, Jules, we got some Patreon. A Patreon.
Yeah, we got a new Patreon, Icewater.
Icewater.
So, yeah, Icewater. Thank you for becoming a Patreon and helping keeping the channel running.
Nice. Very good. You can also go to patreon.com/NightRideFM if you'd like to help support the cause. That's a very important thing to keep the lights on so we keep the synthwave flowing.
And don't forget to go to thestateofsynth.com.
Yeah.
Where you can see what our upcoming shows are. Next week we've got Yoda.
Yeah.
And then a little bit later we're gonna have Chroma Cloud, Arena, hopefully List.
Yes.
And then we may have a nice finale for the Christmas season.
Yeah.
Featuring some
Holly
co-hosts.
And
our
Jolly.
favorite co-hosts.
Yes, it'll be fun. You're gonna love it. But that's our show. Real quick before we close it out, we want to tell you about Retro Hit Radio. Always playing back our show every Sunday at 10 p.m. So check that out. Cool station. RetroHitRadio.co.nz.
And if you're a geek, don't forget, Nightify is in the chat. I got to bring this up. Don't forget the cool Night Ride FM terminal client. So it's a terminal client you can listen to while you're in the terminal. You can listen to our various stations, Night Ride FM, Space Synth. I think the 80s guy is in there as well.
Yeah.
And Chill Synth and all that while you're typing away. And it's even got a ASCII visualizations in the window. And you can also link into the IRC chat from that terminal. So that's cool.
Wonderfully.
I'm gonna put a link to that. It's on GitHub.
Yes. So check that out. Get your IRC on, baby. Get it going. Thanks a lot so much for listening. You guys are amazing. Whether you're listening live or you're listening on one of the podcast things that we have out there floating.
Our archives are on Spotify.
Floating in the ether. Thanks for listening.
The show should be up on Spotify tomorrow.
Yeah. We have one more, right?
Yeah. So we have. We're gonna play you out with a track from Swedish artist Magnavolt's new album, Motoko: The Awakening. So yet another Motoko album. It's available on New Retrowave with all the usual physical formats. And there's a couple of Vangelis sounding songs on here, but most feature, the hard-hitting cyberpunk vibes Magnavolt is known for. This is the kind of stuff you might hear at Neotropolis. Yeah. So once again, thanks to our guest, the Doc, Jess Blaise Ward. This is Magnavolt with Chaos in the Streets. From all of us here at Night Ride FM, have a good night.
And we will see you next week. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
まで連れてってダメね